Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muad and I am from data mining class. I am here to explain the project that we have done for the datathon. So firstly, let me introduce the dataset that we have. We go for Google Play Store dataset, and this dataset we installed it from Kajal website, which is an open source website for data source. Data sets. So in this data sets is all about applications, software applications, and these are the features of the applications. We've got category, rating, review size, installs, and so on. So, and we've done the term paper based on that, by the way. This is our term paper where we reviewed 8 resources to 8 sources and references to indicate that this question that we have made here is very important and has been discussed before. So regarding the things that we have done, before I tell you about the attribute that we choose and the question that we have chosen, let me tell you about the pre-processing that we have done, which is a lot of work. It took almost a week to finish this because the dataset was very unclean, was very dirty. So we had to do a lot of work. We had to replace, filter, generate some attributes, burst numbers. So we need to change data types. We need to transform some of the okay, let me give you an example. For example, this in the version. Okay, let me go for the dataset, the original dataset. So for example, we're gonna go for if we're going to select these installs, these attributes. So these are numbers. This should be numbers. So we have got the plus sign. We've got this comma, and these need to be eliminated in order for you to deal with it as an integer, as a number. Because RabbitMiner doesn't read this as a number. It reads it as a string or polynomial. And also for missing values, we've got a lot of missing values here, for example. And for ratings, so I don't think we have got rating for 4.1, 3.9. It's either 1 or 2 or 3. It still need to be discrete. So this also need to be fixed. And if you go here, for example, the current value, the current version, this is very heading. It gives me headache because this one is very dirty because some of the things they write various, some of them they write 6 point blah blah blah, and some of them they write none, some of them they write version. So you can see here. So we can do okay, yeah, that's for example. Okay, it doesn't show here, but some of them they mention version, some of them they don't mention version. So I had a lot of work to do this, to pre-process this. So after I've got this, all of this, alhamdulillah, done, then I need to go for the question. So this is to answer the question that we have. The question says, what makes a software application successful? We have posed this question to be answered, and in order for us to define success, we define 4 attributes: reviews, rating, installs, and conversion. So we choose these 4 attributes, and we determine reviews to be greater than or equal to 1000, rating greater than or equal to 4, and 1 million and 5. So if we got all these values, then the application is successful according to our definition. So the label is successful, of course, yes or no. So after we got that, okay, so now we already got the data cleaned, we already have the class label. So now we need to choose the attributes that are going to play a role in the classification and techniques. So we defined 3 attributes, 4 of course. because size, a category, and type, and also successful is one of the attributes which is labeled attribute. This need to be included. So we used techniques, decision techniques, decision tree techniques, and rule intuition techniques. And the reason I choose rule intuition techniques is to explore a new technique. And KNN, I was gonna go for KNN, but then KNN wasn't that concise, and I mean wasn't that accurate. Doesn't give me a very good insight. So I had to choose. I had to swap to rule intuition. So let's go for decision tree first. The decision tree, the insight that we get from decision tree is this. I mean this is the model. This is our model from the techniques of decision tree. So if the type, and this is the best thing, as we can see here, this is the best thing I think. So if the type is free, the size is megabyte, the category is entertainment, this gives the application more opportunity to be successful. So if a developer is asking for recommendations, we're gonna go for this. We're gonna recommend them to make it free, and to make it, to include a lot of features and not a lot of functionalities, whereas the size might be bigger. And the category, we recommend them to go for entertainment. And by the way, for these three values of category, it wasn't three values, it was almost 13 features, 13 values of category. So we had to fix this, and we fixed it by defining only 3 groups. So we choose that, the things that are related to each other, we put them all in one category. So we said that if game and lifestyle, sports, photography, food, all of these are entertainments, so we put them in all in one group, and education in one group, and utilities all in one group. So this will facilitate the process of modeling, so we can get the model easily. Otherwise 13 features, now there wasn't 13, basically these are almost 33 values, which is very, very big. We cannot have that decision tree to include all that and other techniques. So that's why we choose category. We choose 3 attributes, 3 groups. We group them into 3 groups. So the first group, entertainment, get the first. They're more likely to be successful if the application is made in this. And second stage or second level is utilities. If the type of the application is free and the size is megabyte, the utilities, and the category is utilities. So almost 1000 something are going to be successful. So this is more likely to be successful. This is more likely to be successful, and this almost is good. It's still very good. And also this is good. This is still okay, because the type is free, the megabyte, the size is megabyte. It's education, so this is still okay. We can recommend developers also to go for education, but then I think the key thing here is this word, because the free is more important. So I think the type is very important here, and also the functionalities, because size usually indicates how many functionalities and features the application can include. If the application is very low, it's very small, then of course not going to be having a lot of features. So this is the insight that we gain from the decision tree. Let's go for role model. Role intuition. So the insight that we can derive from here is that still entertainment is going for the first place. So if the developer is going to go for entertainment, then they are going to have more successful applications. All right. And also if they're gonna go for utilities, they're still good, but then this needs to be free, and also this needs to be free, I think. Yeah. So yeah, and so on and so forth. And maybe if a developer go for education and the size is kilobyte, then he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna be in trouble because there is no the likelihood to be successful, and for the application to be successful is very very low. And by the way, the accuracy of this model is almost 60%, 64 something percent. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's the insight that we gain, and that's the project we have done it. Alhamdulillah. And that's all from us. Thank you so much.